U.S. cities have designated bicycle lanes in an attempt to protect cyclists from drivers. 96% of fatal bike accidents still involve a motor vehicle, due in part to drivers who often seem to ignore these lanes.
Hey, watch it! Dude, you serious, man? The hell's your problem? You me the whole way, bro.
So it's understandable that some bikers would take whatever measures necessary
It's all on video, dude. Calling the cops.
Go ahead, call the cops.
License plate on camera.
I don't give a
to protect themselves and their lanes.
Threatening me.
You're gonna run into
Okay, please.
you in my
Please.
car.
Call the police.
How you
Call the
like
police.
that? How you like that? You like that?
Call
you
the
in my
police.
car like that?
Dude.
Because the police are not called in this case,
Dude.
the biker is forced to accept the situation and move on.
You saw me the whole way, bro.
But not all bikers are willing to do that. At a parking lot in California, a coveted parking space is being occupied by a person, which is against the law in California.
We're at a standoff.
According to the man filming, this woman is holding the spot for her boyfriend, who is apparently on his way to the parking lot. And she refuses to move until he arrives, despite the growing line of cars and unsympathetic spectators.
You're in the wrong. Yeah, you are.
I park my car to get somebody else.
I'm over there. Let him park. Let him park.
With the pressure mounting and a much less patient driver now being held up by the stalemate, the spot blocker makes a surprising offer. But she still isn't moving. And as another pedestrian steps in to help manage the traffic jam, the impatient driver resorts to threats. Then, finally, the parking spot hijacker releases her hostage.
Justice is served!
A lesson hopefully learned. Parking spots are just like car washes and drive-thrus. If you're not in a car, they're not there for you. A helmet cam records the route of a motorcyclist on the roads of London, England. When suddenly, a driver exiting a gas station cuts him off. But that's not the story here. The story is the rude driver's wallet, which flies off the roof of the car as it speeds away. Despite the close call, the motorcyclist takes the high road and decides to return the wallet. But when he tries to get the driver's attention, the driver misinterprets the situation badly and gives him the finger. Then, the motorcyclist shows him his wallet.
Thank you so much, bro.
Too little, too late. The lost wallet is returned with emphasis. And when the motorcyclist notices that the absent-minded driver also left his phone on the roof of the car, he decides to use the opportunity as a teaching moment. The lesson? Never flip off a stranger on the road, especially when that stranger is in possession of your valuables. In Rochester, New York.
Oh, wait, now she fighting her.
After pulling over to drop off her passengers, a rideshare driver's dash cam records a fight between three women in the middle of the street. The driver has cautioned her passengers, a mother and three small children, to wait until the brawl blows over before exiting the vehicle.
And they gonna all get back in the same car together? Wait a minute.
Though the altercation is seemingly settled, the mother stays put.
I'm nervous to get out with the babies. And one of my babies are asleep. Right, I was like, wait.
Which might just save her life.
No. Oh, don't hit the car! My kids are in here! Oh, my baby, please! Oh, my baby!
The vehicle plows directly into the rideshare car.
My kids are in here! My baby, please! Oh, my baby! Your hand! Oh, my God! You okay? My baby!
According to the rideshare driver, she and the mother free the children from their car seats as passersby take them to safety.
Get out! Get out!
When the mother confronts the women in the vehicle that rammed them, they take off. Thankfully, no one is injured in the crash.
Don't hit your car! My kids are in here! My baby, please!
It remains unclear why the car with the three women drove directly into the rideshare vehicle. But the rideshare driver believes that the women may have still been fighting inside the car.
Get out!
According to the rideshare driver, the women in the other car have not been identified.
Don't hit your car!
Guilford County, North Carolina.
Look at this fool. Look at this dude, man. Going in the right lane. Boy, somebody pissed somebody off this morning. Look at this. He's going after her.
A driver films an aggressive back and forth between two vehicles that's been going on for miles.
Look at that black car's gone, boy. They've been at it for at least 6 or 8 minutes, trying to cut each other off. Golly, there he goes again. He's gonna kill somebody. Look at him. Look, he's gonna kill this woman.
As the van tailgates, the black car brake checks.
He is all up on that lady. Look.
Use the right lane to
Road rage. What the heck? Get away from her, dude.
The longer it goes on, the more dangerous and high speed it becomes.
I'm running 100 miles an hour right now. I didn't even realize that.
take the exit.
Look, I gotta take this exit too, look. Here we go, we're all going down this exit.
As they exit, the white van finally manages to pull in front of the black car.
Look at this dude.
And things heat up even more.
Look, she just threw a drink can out the window at him.
Then, suddenly,
In 2.9 miles, turn right.
Oh, that's what happens.
and that's not all that happens.
Get him, hope that's alone. Yeah, get him, baby. Hands head up.
The driver of the white van is pulled over immediately.
Good guys win! Yeah, baby!
The van driver, a 62-year-old man, and the driver of the black car, a 25-year-old man, are both charged with failure to maintain lane control and reckless driving.
Golly, you killed somebody!
Proof positive that the only way to win in a road rage situation
Road rage! What the heck?
is to not play in the first place.
Yeah, get him, baby! Hands head up! Woo-hoo!
On an interstate in Orlando, Florida,
Yo, who you trying to fish there?
a dash cam records a driver and his passenger reacting to a sports car behind them, driving aggressively.
With no front bumper, but he thinks he's a race car shit. Yo, my
The driver with the dash cam
what you wanna do, bitch?
appears to brake check, an illegal move in Florida. causing the tailgating driver to allegedly bump him from behind. The sports car driver speeds past, but a short while later, they meet up again. And this time, the driver with the dash cam claims the driver of the sports car threatens him by allegedly flashing a firearm. The dash cam driver then unwisely decides to call his bluff and follows the allegedly gun-toting motorist, which prompts the sports car driver to send a second, much clearer warning. But this driver is also toting a weapon. And when the other motorist appears to pull the gun a third time, this driver does the unthinkable. The driver takes his hands off the wheel, aims at the silver car, and fires 4 rounds through his windshield, sending shards of glass everywhere and terrifying his passenger. The dash cam driver exits the highway and reports the incident to the police. Marco Mazzetta claims he felt threatened and was acting in self-defense. According to Marco, he holds a valid Florida concealed carry permit. Luckily, no one on the road was injured in the open gunfire.
Shot a gun?
But nonetheless, a scary and dangerous situation that shows how quickly things can escalate from small acts of road rage
What the f wanna do, bitch?
to the use of a deadly weapon. If you don't own a dash cam, you might want to reconsider after watching this next story. Terry Zamore is a rideshare driver in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She just dropped off a customer when suddenly her car gets slammed into by another driver.
When she hit me, I was definitely in shock. Got out of the car to exchange information. There was a third car involved in this that was going the other direction that I got pushed into. That driver also got out of the car.
But it seems the driver who caused the accident has no plans of sticking around. So Terry tries to stop her.
Got in front of her, she threatened to run me over. I climbed on the hood so she couldn't run me over. I figured she wouldn't drive with me on the hood of a car. I was wrong. It's pure adrenaline rush.
The woman stops the car after driving a few feet, and Terry demands that she stays put.
She seemed like at that point she was willing to stay in the scene.
So Terry goes back to her car while the woman picks up the pieces of her own car. But then, incredibly, the woman drives off. So Terry immediately jumps into her car and goes after her, quickly catching up to her at the next intersection.
I just wanted to catch her for the police. I assumed the car had insurance, which would have helped me, but mostly I just felt it important to chase her down.
But then suddenly, the woman runs the red light. So Terry follows suit and manages to catch up to her again, eventually cutting her off. But once again, the hit-and-run driver pulls away. When Terry catches up to her a third time, she makes a bold, aggressive move, forcing her into a parking lot.
knew that parking lot only had one exit. I wasn't sure if a car would be capable of driving through the hedges.
So Terry immediately attempts to take the woman's keys from her.
Give me my key. You give me my key. Give me my key. Where's my key, lady? Where's my key, lady?
Get her off me!
She just ran my car.
She just ran into me on the thing in the
You
front.
just ran me.
She just did a hit and run.
No, I didn't. You hit me.
I have the whole thing on dash cam.
You see her hit? Did you see her run?
The witness keeps the peace until police arrive shortly after. Thanks to Terry's footage, the other driver receives citations for an expired driver's license, leaving a crash scene without giving information, failure to register a motor vehicle, and having no proof of insurance.
I showed the police dash cam video, and that ended that.
As for Terry's car,
I had a lot of damage. The right passenger side, where she T-boned me, and then the front left, where she pushed me into the oncoming traffic. Basically, all three sides of the car.
Terry took a big risk in pursuing the other driver and is aware that were it not for the dash cam video, things might have turned out very differently.
I will not drive without a dash cam. Video doesn't lie, people do.
For commuters, buying a home on a main route does have its advantages. Easy access to transportation, good, reliable road maintenance, a sometimes more affordable price. The potential downside, the rare but very real possibility of this happening. A commercial truck veers into a ditch, flips nearly end over end through some utility wires, and comes to rest on the roof of a home. Moments later, the driver emerges, apparently unharmed, as does his passenger. Fortunately, at the time of the crash, the homeowner was in his driveway. Utility crews eventually cut the power lines before Crane can safely extricate the truck from the house. According to police reports, the driver is later charged with careless driving. No word on the cost of repairs for the home, or if the homeowner is looking to move. According to news reports, these two people are attacking this car after a minor accident on the road. The woman recording from her car is Alicia Jefferson Joseph.
I was on the phone with my mom, and I heard like a crash. All of a sudden, this car pulls up next to me, and another car pulls up right next to it. And the guy jumps out, and he's like, "Get out the car, get out the car." And I'm like, "Mom, I'll call you back. Something's going down."
Then, Alicia spots something truly terrifying. The two people banging on the car appear to have a gun, which passes from the woman's hand to the man's.
He takes the gun from the girl, and he's beating on the window, trying to bust the window.
Making matters even worse, the apparent weapon is not being handled with care.
You see the gun go flying, and I'm just like, this is not gonna be good.
Then, as the woman amps up her attack, Alicia makes a bold decision.
Hey!
he ran to my car.
You're gonna go to jail.
And that's when you see like the cameras drop. Because I have a concealed permit and I carry too.
Alicia claims she then picks up her weapon.
Hey!
I was not about to be his victim.
Then, as the man turns toward Alicia,
Hey! Don't go to jail with her.
suddenly,
Finally, I guess what I said registered in his head, and he ran back to the car. The girl was back at the car and he left.
once the pair has moved away, Alicia pulls up to the other driver and claims to see a young woman who seems severely shaken.
She was crying so hard that she couldn't talk. And I kept telling her, this is not your fault. Like, an accident doesn't cause people to act like that. This is not your fault.
Shortly after the incident, the 20-year-old woman who was attacking the car is identified by authorities and arrested. A few days later, the Florida Highway Patrol tracks down the man. He is also arrested. Both are charged with multiple crimes related to the incident. The case is ongoing. And though Alicia is unsure what happened with the other driver, she feels she does have a good idea of what ultimately may have saved the young woman from harm.
Those windows were not even scratched. They were heaven sent. Most definitely.
But there's no denying Alicia also deserves credit for intervening.
Hey, call the cops. Yeah. You're gonna go to jail. Don't go to jail. And she kept going. Don't go to jail with her.
My parents raised us to always help anybody that needs help. So I wouldn't hesitate to do it again.
Hey, y'all gonna go to jail now.
In Indiana, a driver's dash cam records his commute when a pickup truck's move in front of him seems to annoy him. But the pickup's driver appears to signal their lane change as they approach a construction zone ahead, seeming to attempt a zipper merge, where when faced with a lane closing during traffic congestion, cars merge zipper-like into a single lane at the closure point, which is, according to studies, the most efficient approach. And also, formally recommended by the Indiana Department of Transportation. But the driver with the dash cam may be unaware of that fact. And since the pickup is a company vehicle with a phone number listed on it, a short distance ahead, the driver with the dash cam decides to voice his displeasure by calling. But what he doesn't know
Hello?
is that the man he's speaking with is the driver of the white pickup truck.
Hi, one of your drivers just ran me off the road.
Yeah, that would actually be me that just did. I did not run you off the road.
You did.
There was cones in the way,
Yes,
and you knew that they were there.
You knew they
and
were
you
there.
pulled up beside me so I couldn't get over.
Well, you shouldn't have gotten in that lane. You should have looked at the signs that say, hey, look, the road's closing. You need to stay in this lane. You got out of your lane.
Okay, but you
I
also
was
have to give
in
room,
my
my
lane.
friend.
I was in my lane. You could have hit the brakes.
You
and
have
got
to
behind
give
me.
room, my friend.
You had plenty of room.
Law. When you have a road that lane that
When someone
changes,
is already
and runs
in
back
the proper
over,
lane,
it is the law.
when someone is already in the
Know
proper
your
lane,
law.
I know my law.
And that's when the sparring
I will find
No,
your
you
business.
don't. Don't
I
ask
will find your business.
comes to a head. As the two men argue, the driver of the pickup applies the brakes. And the driver with the dash cam can't stop in time.
That is recorded, my friend. So, what we're gonna do now is call 911, and they will deal with it. So, yeah.
My lord, dude. You are ridiculous.
Police arrive to take statements from both drivers. And according to the crash report, they review the dash cam footage and determine the driver of the truck attempted to brake check the driver with the dash cam. Which, in an ironic twist, happens to be an illegal action in Indiana. But regardless, hopefully a lesson learned for both drivers. Legality aside, courtesy on the road benefits everyone. And debating the finer points of that,
One of your drivers just ran me off the road.
is best left
No, you're wrong.
off the road.
My lord, dude.
In Tampa, Florida, a dash cam records as a gray sedan blasts by another driver and heads for an exit. According to the driver of the car with the dash cam, the gray sedan has been going back and forth with a white car that is behind them. And their interaction with each other is far from over. Once off the exit, the driver of the gray sedan quickly weaves into the left-hand lane. And moments later,
Really?
the white car appears
What is this idiot doing?
and moves aggressively right on the bumper of the car in front of it.
Wow, I got this on camera.
The white car pulls up onto the median to get beside the gray sedan. And the driver of the gray sedan gets out and appears to start striking the white car, causing it to back away. But the raging driver's attacks have only just begun. And unable to convince the other driver out of his vehicle, he decides to take out his fury on the next best thing. The temper tantrum comes to an end as traffic starts to move again.
Oh, the things y'all say.
At the next intersection, the gray sedan pulls a U-turn, followed closely by the white car. Both drivers clearly contributing to an escalating situation that could easily have spun even more out of control. Here's hoping the worst of it is behind them.